everyone, so today I want to explain to you a case study that we've done. So we're in Japan and we were looking at purchasing a property here. After all the research that we've done, we think we might have actually found a really cool property for an investment purpose. So I'm going to take you through our case study, and we call it the life house. You'll understand in just a second why we call it that. Alright, so the first thing is, this is the property that we were looking at. It is in Mizumoto. It was on sale for 14,800,000 yen, which we thought that was really little. So we were like, alright, cool, so this must be a house that needs a refurbishment, or this must be a distressed seller, someone that needs to sell immediately. This is kind of what goes through our mind as a normal investor. And it's really big. It is almost 88 square meters. It has even a parking space in front. It has 3 bedrooms, double story, very nice kitchen, very nice living area with an awesome view out onto the street. Here are some of the pictures of what it is. It's a 3 LDK, which means it's a living room, dining room, and a kitchen. See, when you look at the pictures, it looks really cool. The flooring is still done very nicely. Double story, as I say, it still has the tatami mats. So the reason why we thought, alright, that might be something that's not cool. So we went. We had booked a viewing with the agent, and we went. And as we are now booking this viewing, we received this email from the agent. Let me read it to you. It says, of course, please find attached the leaflet. It's all Japanese. Nah. But I would also like to inform you that there had been an accident that happened around 10 years ago at the home. It was a murder incident committed by the daughter of the owner, which led to the death of the mother. Nonetheless, the house has been thoroughly cleansed and carried out to exorcise evil spirits. More information as below. Reason of accident: a daughter was a social withdrawal hermit, and during her and her mother quarrel, accidentally, that's key, accidentally, she hit her mother. Unfortunately, the mother passed away, daughter living in a facility after leaving the prison now. Also visit our website, blah blah. So when we read this email, like, for us it's just, well, it was an accident, cool, something must have happened. It's not a big deal. I mean, Western world, yes, you disclose if something might have happened, but it really doesn't affect the value of the property. It's just, it happened. Cool. The house is still the same, it's still on the same street. The property itself has not been damaged. So yeah, we asked the agent to please send us the costs that they might think might be included, and they come up to, here's just a breakdown of it. Registration fee, they didn't put all the insurance on there for earthquake and property planning, so we put our own in. Real estate acquisition cost, stamp duty, brokerage commission. They specifically, because they own this specific property, there was no brokerage commission on this deal. The property price, we were able to reduce the amount from 14,800,000 to 13,500,000. This was then a cash deal. Expenses, blah blah. So they reckon it would be just over 14 million when we purchase this property. The running cost per year, city planning, insurance fee, total running about 130,000 yen per month. That's what they estimate. Alright, cool. So now it's our turn to run the numbers. We work on what they gave us. We establish our running cost, or our purchase fee, as 23,940,000. Because we established that in order to revamp this property, after viewing this property, it did need a little work. There were quite a bit of marks on the walls. It's like an old house that has been living in, so yeah, it does need a little bit of a refurb. Make it nice, take out the tatami mat, make it just livable again, a little bit modern. Alright, so we established 10 million yen should be a fair amount to invest in this property to refurbish it nicely. We come out to 23 million. Almost 23,940,000 yen. Alright. Now we've got something to start. So then we go and we find out what strategy are we going to apply to this house. First thing is we Googled and we established that this rental property, for the size, we could get roughly about 190,000 yen. Yeah, so that brings us, with all the council and the management fees and everything that we take off, the insurance, everything, we work out to roughly about 130,000 yen per month, which gives us an annual cash flow of roughly 1.5 million yen, which is good cash flow on passive on a property. That's good. So because we're not doing a finance option, we got to 7% return on investment. Okay, that's really good for a non-finance deal. If we were able to finance this, it would probably be roughly about 14% return on investment, which is really good. So alright, we cool. We think we've got something here. So now we start digging a little bit more, you know. I asked the agent to please give us what they believe we could sell this property for. I received this email. I checked market price. Average is 420,000 per square meter. Therefore, 89 squares will be around 37 million yen. Okay, so that's not going to be our selling price should we wish to sell this property. Okay, I go, thank you so much. Could you please send us some proof of this? So then we get these of in this specific area, 29 million yen for this property. 72 square meters. Alright, next one, 23 million, same area, 93 square meters. Alright, now stuff isn't making sense of what he said our potential sale could be versus what the ads are of the live properties that is in this area. Again, this one is at 21 million. How many squares is this one? 97 squares, so it's also a little bit bigger. Same area. This one is at 28 million. For how many squares? 76 squares. It's alright, so now we're starting to get the picture. What he was saying of 37 million versus what the ads are live of the current property, the properties that are currently in the market, not really making sense. Okay, we dig deeper. Another one, 33 million. Now that comes a little bit closer, but it's still a little bit off. And then we realized that our rental income for this property could only be 100,000 yen instead of 190,000 yen. Alright, when we run the numbers, we make a loss. So we can't do a buy to rent strategy anymore. Let's have a look at what it would be. We've got the figures, so should we want to sell this property? The figures look really, really good. So maybe let's do a flip. Buy it, refurbish it, sell it immediately. Try and sell it under market value again so it has a quicker return. And yeah, like we can make a little bit of money quickly, which is awesome. Little did we know that apparently in Japan, this is not actually a strategy. Didn't know why. Don't understand this. Capital gain is also apparently not a strategy here. But that's content for another video, so keep tuned. But alright, so now we realize the selling price of what we've received of 37 million versus what we've been seeing of about, let's say, roughly 24 million, 25 million. We're not really understanding it. The rental price has come down from 190,000 yen to 100,000 yen. Now we want to run our numbers again. Alright, so we run our numbers. Work it out. On 100,000 yen per month, we only get a return on investment of 3%, which is apparently really average in this area. In Japan, 3% is apparently really good. But that's not what we're used to, and that's not really the return on investment that we are accustomed and what we would like. Back in SA, or in I believe other parts of the world, a 3% return on investment, if you put your money in a bank, is already, in SA it is between 6 and 9%. Some places on a fixed deposit it is even 11%. So why would I purchase a property if I can get a return on investment higher than that on interest? Alright, so now we run the numbers. We put it down as 37 million yen that we could potentially sell this property for. Our purchase price was 24 million. Okay, worked out, gross profit 13 million. Now that's a good amount. But we need to now pay our agent commission. We were able to negotiate with this specific agent on a 2% instead of a 3% commission rate of the purchase price. So that works out to 750. Their service fee, it's still, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but they call it a type of service fee. It's just, so I understand, it's an additional fee that is roughly about 60,000 yen plus tax of 10%, so it's 66,000 yen. We have to put that in. Miscellaneous costs of about 100,000 yen. Then our tax of 37%. If we sell this property within 5 years, the tax on profit will be 37%. So we deduct that. We also factored in, if we're not able to buy this property on our own, how much would we need? We would need about an investor roughly of 25%. So we worked out an investor here as well with 25%. So if we sell it at 37 million, so our total profit after all the tax is 7,284,000. Now we have to pay back our investor. So the price of what they initially invested plus their percentage in the profit, which was 25%, they get an additional 1.8 to 1 million, which is a really good deal. That is really good money for a quick flip. Alright, so we were left with 5,463,000 yen in this deal. If everything works out well, do you agree this will be an amazing property investment? Quick deal, found it, flip it, refurbish, cut and dry, easy. One thing that we also had to discover and just take in consideration, if we keep this property for more than 5 years, we will be able to get tax lessened. So instead of paying 37%, we will now only pay 20% tax. But as any good investor, we have to do our due diligence. So what I've done, if I put this deal together and I sent it to 2 of the trusted agents here in the area, and I said, guys, if you own my shoes, would you be interested in this deal? Would you do it? Would you be part of it? And the first thing is, because the interest rates in Japan is so low for locals in that specific area, Mizumoto, which is a very residential area, why would they want to rent if they can literally purchase a property and also pay 100,000 yen per month? So flip would not work really well on that to buy. Alright? This deal would be really great if we want to purchase this and then live there ourselves, refurbish it, do it exactly how we want it, and then live there ourselves. But what was a tricky thing is none of these agents could find this property on the open listing that there is in Japan. Japan is, I think it's only one, but they have an open listing system. So they've got a buying agent, or an agent that is basically finding the buyers, and they have a listing agent, which is the agent of the seller. Both get commission on both sides. If you are able to find the seller and the buyer, then you get double commission. But that's not the case mostly here. Alright, so if they couldn't find this specific property on any of their sites, so this made me think a little bit more. Alright, this property is only listed on an expat site. So I sent them this email that the original agent sent me in the beginning about this accident that happened there. And both these agents immediately went, whoa, let me just go have a look. They researched it, they had a look, they came back that apparently this accident was a little bit more. It was an actual assault case, and the daughter went to prison, and the neighbors still know about it. It hasn't been that long because it's only 10 years. There's different case studies that shows that you should still inform people after 10 years. Others say you don't have to. But alright, the legal requirement in Japan is that you should tell a potential buyer of any defects that a house has. And psychological defects, for example, someone that lost their life in an unnatural cause within a house, counts as a psychological defect. Okay, so now this paints a whole different story, because now it becomes a jikubukin property, which means accident property, directly translated. Now, an accident property here in Japan has got a certain stigma to it. It is seen that you should be able to sell this property, or if you want to rent it for less than 25% of the actual value. Even though there's nothing wrong with the actual property, even if it has been completely redone and you have refurbished it, it's not a thing. So what both of them advised me is demolish the house, because then the stigma is gone, and build the house right up. If we do that, then our numbers don't work out at all for any kind of investment property. So what do we decide? We walk away from this specific property. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please do tell us if there is anything that you would like to find out about the Japan property. I will do my absolute best to go find out. If there's anything else that you would like me to find out about, how it works, what it is, please do comment below. I'm really glad you are enjoying this. Comment, like, subscribe. This was our very first case study here in Japan. Who figured? A jikubukin property. Cheers, guys.